Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel where it is time for my Match Week 19 predictions for the 2019-2020 Ladbrokes Premiership Season. We are halfway through the season now, and lots to get through. Obviously, we have another 2 match weeks until the winter break, so not many match weeks to go until the winter break, so lots to get through. So we've got some good games, including one this evening, whereas Hibs against Rangers. And other games, we have Celtic Aberdeen, we have Hamilton against Hearts. That's 12th against 11th. That's a huge game in the battle to avoid the drop. Who would have thought Hearts would have been there anyway? Kilmarnock against Motherwell. We will talk about Angelo Alessio's sacking as well. Livingston against Ross County, and St Johnstone against St Mirren. Hi Scotty, hope you're doing well. Obviously you guys have got a very, very hard game against managerless Kilmarnock tomorrow. Very, very big game. Very, very big game, that one. And we'll see what happens. So let's have a quick look at how I did last week. Obviously it wasn't great, but I got 5 outcomes out of 7, so that's not too bad. So Aberdeen, I went for Aberdeen to beat Hamilton by 3 goals to 0. That finished 1-0. I went for Hearts to beat St Johnstone 2-0. That finished 1-0 to St Johnstone. So that was a defeat for Daniel Stendel in his first match as Hearts manager. Ross County against Kilmarnock. I went for a 2-1 win to Ross County. That finished 1-0. And obviously that led to the sacking of Angelo Alessio at Kilmarnock. St Mirren Livingston went for a 2-1 win to Livingston. It finished 3-3. Livingston were 3-1 up at that point, and then obviously that finished 3-3, so not a good day at the office for Livingston. Motherwell Rangers went for a 2-1 win to Rangers. That finished 2-0. Celtic Hibs, I went for a 2-1 win to Celtic. That finished 2-0. And Hearts Celtic went for a 3-1 win to Celtic. That finished 2-0 to the champions. So the first game we have to preview this evening is the match tonight, and this is live on BT Sport as well. It's Hibernian against Rangers, and the last 5 between these sides have resulted in 3 draws and 2 wins to Rangers, and the last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Obviously Hibs are coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Celtic, and it has to be said that in that game they were okay. Had a couple of chances, didn't really get into the didn't manage to force Fraser Forster to do too much in that game, but they're coming up against Rangers, and do you know what? This is a really tough period for Hibs now. Obviously, we have the Edinburgh Derby very, very soon. That's on Boxing Day, so that's a big game, that one, especially with the way Hearts are playing at the moment. So Hibs fans will be looking to that game, I think, and obviously looking ahead to tonight's match as well. Very, very tricky game. But they're coming up against Rangers side, who will obviously be without Alfredo Morelos, who is suspended for this game, obviously, having been sent off against Motherwell. 2 yellows equals a red. So Rangers will obviously be without Morelos. Defoe, probably, he gives him a chance. And it probably gives also Greg Stewart a chance to get his stake in the Rangers team as well. So looking forward to this game tonight. I'll probably watch this game. I think it'll be a very, very close game, very, very tight, very, very very good 2 sides here. And obviously, Jack Ross has really transformed Hibs into a better team now, and it's going to be a very tricky game. And Stevie G will obviously know all about Hibs. So for me, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Rangers, but I don't think it will be that comfortable. And obviously Rangers have to win now, because obviously Celtic are now 5 points clear after beating Hearts midweek as well. So going for a 2-1 win to Rangers. Got my ticket for tomorrow versus Killie away, says Scotty. Well, that's very, very good, and hope you enjoy. Rugby Park, hard place to go to, but obviously with Kilmarnock losing Alessio, that'll be interesting. Be interesting to see that one. Now, the next game is Celtic against Aberdeen, and the last 5 between these sides have resulted in 4 wins to Celtic and 1 draw. And the last meeting was a 0-0 draw between Celtic and Aberdeen, so quite interesting, that one. Celtic, 2 wins in a row this week. Beat Hibs 2-0, and then they beat Hearts 2-0. So 2 very good wins, takes them 5 points clear of Rangers before they play tonight. Shall be very, very interesting to see. And you know what? I think Celtic were definitely very, very good against both Hibs and Hearts. It was a very, very good performance from them in both of those games. Has to be said that Frimpong's playing really, really well. Obviously Christie's playing very, very well. They've got ooze above their class, Celtic, and it'll be a very, very hard game for Aberdeen. Aberdeen, they're coming off the back of a 1-0 win against Hamilton, and for all their chances that they had, they really should have scored a couple more. They were much, much the better team in that game against Hamilton, and Hamilton, they are struggling at the moment, Hamilton, and I thought Aberdeen would have took advantage of that, and 1-0 in the end. Cosgrove again with the winner. Can they keep hold of him in January? That's another main question. Can Aberdeen keep him in January? That would be very, very interesting to see. So for this game, I am going to go for a comfortable Celtic win. Aberdeen don't really seem to do very well against Celtic, and I think that's going to continue, I'm afraid. Away from home at Parkhead. Celtic unbeaten this season at Parkhead. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Celtic, and that will put them back 5 points clear at the top of the table. Hamilton against Hearts. This is 12th against 11th, the battle of the basement boys. Who would have predicted at the start of the season that Hearts would be basement boys? But that is the reality of it this season. Hearts have been really struggling. And the last 5 between these sides have resulted in 3 wins to Hearts, 1 win to Hamilton, and 1 draw. And the last result was a 1-0 win to Hamilton. Hamilton, like I've said, they are 12th. They are at the bottom. And, for most of their play against Aberdeen, they could have grabbed something in the end. It is going to be a very, very hard, close game, this one. Hearts, dreadful against St Johnstone, dreadful against Celtic. But you can see that Daniel Stendel is going to take him time. And, kind of questions, do Hearts need more bodies in their team? And I think probably they do. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see. But for me, this game, I can't really separate them at all. Both sides really struggling for form. Obviously, Hearts will go into the derby next on Boxing Day, looking for a win, and it'll be a very, very hard game for them. So this game, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Hamilton and Hearts. I did question maybe a Hamilton 1-0 win, and that would put Hearts bottom, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to stay on the fence there and say 1-1 between the sides. Kilmarnock against Motherwell. Managerless Kilmarnock, of course, against Motherwell. 3 wins to Kilmarnock, 1 draw, and 1 win to Motherwell in the last 5 meetings. And that was a 0-0 draw, the last meeting between the sides. But obviously Motherwell won 2-1, I think it was, at Fir Park, if I remember correctly. So we'll see what happens. Kilmarnock, obviously, 1 win in their last 8. Led to the sacking of Angelo Alessio, and I have to say I'm quite surprised, considering that Kilmarnock are 5th in the table. It does surprise me that they are where they are. Very, very surprising that they've got rid of him, especially because he only won Manager of the Month in October as well. And, it's not going very, very well. And, Kilmarnock are now looking for a new manager. Lots of rumours about Neil Warnock potentially being Kilmarnock manager. Peter Lovenkrands is another one that seems to be mentioned. Gary Holt is definitely the favourite, though, you can definitely say. So I think it is going to be very, very good. 2-1 we won it for a Park Web Killigan straight. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did remember it was 2-1, but I couldn't remember it was to Motherwell. Couldn't remember that. So thank you for that, Scotty. What was this? obviously Gary Holt is definitely favourite. Obviously he's got a Kilmarnock tattoo. That would probably be a move that he would probably want, but he has come out and said that he is comfortable at Livingston. He's solely focusing on the job he has at Livingston, so Kilmarnock might have to just maybe wait until the new year for a new manager. So we'll see what happens with that one. But it has to be said, they are really, really struggling, Kilmarnock, and obviously 1 win in 8 is not great. It is not great for Killy. Motherwell coming off a 2-0 defeat to Rangers, but you have to say they played really well in that game. Had it not been for Alan McGregor, and I think Motherwell will grab a draw in that game. I think obviously the save from Long from McGregor is just absolutely outstanding. And you know it's not going to be your day when McGregor makes 2, 3, maybe 4 top class saves. It's not going to be your day. So I think Motherwell will definitely look into this game, knowing that they are going to a place who has lost their manager. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to the Well here. I just think Motherwell will be too strong for Kilmarnock, and I think the doom and gloom will continue around Rugby Park, and they need a new manager very, very quickly indeed. Now, the next game is going ahead despite numerous reports of a virus sweeping through one of these sides. It's Livingston against Ross County, and the last 5 between Ross County and Livingston have resulted in 1 win to Livingston, 1 draw, and 3 wins to Ross County. And the last result was a 3-1 win to County. But obviously Livingston won the away game 4-1, so it'll be interesting to see. Yes, this game is going ahead despite Ross County having the norovirus going through their entire squad. Rumours on Thursday said that there was only 8 fit players for Ross County. So it'll be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. But as far as I'm aware, it is going ahead. So we'll see. Hello, Carol. Hello, that United family. Hope you are all well. Yeah, looking forward to your preview for Watford tonight, I think it is. So look forward to that. Yeah, so Livingston 3-1 up at St Mirren, and it drew 3-3. This is what happens when you are a Livingston fan. Your hopes of expectations, and then obviously it goes coming back down. So it's not good at all. Yeah, 3-1 up at St Mirren. You would expect to close that out, but unfortunately they didn't. Unfortunately, also, it has to be said that they should have won that game. There's no doubt about it. And they're obviously coming back in front of their home fans. Obviously, the last game before Christmas, and then obviously it is a trip to Aberdeen, and then a home tie against Hibernian, and then it is the winter break. So that will be very, very good to see as well. Ross County, as I've said, they have had the norovirus going through their squad. It is not good. Not good if you are a Ross County fan. But yeah, only 8 fit players were rumoured to be fit for this game, including 2 goalkeepers. So they have there's been a virus going through their squad, and as far as I'm aware, it is going ahead. So at this moment in time, we will see what will happen. But as far as the game goes, I think Livingston have a better record against Ross County. And I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Livingston to go into Christmas with a win. We will see what happens. But yeah, hopefully everyone at Ross County is okay. Not good to hear about that norovirus at all. So yeah, very, very good. Finally made it to one of your live shows, says Jay Hart. Well, welcome, Jay Hart. I hope you have done your Super Brew as well. Obviously, only 9 Premier League games this week. Actually, that reminds me, I need to do my Super Brew for the Scottish Premiership as well. So that reminds me. So it's best I'm doing this now, and then I can obviously do my Super Brew after this. So the last game to preview is there's a Battle of the Saints at McDermott Park at St Johnstone against St Mirren. 3 wins to St Johnstone, 1 draw and 1 win to St Mirren. The last result was a 1-0 win to St Johnstone. St Johnstone coming away from Tynecastle with a win. That took them off the bottom of the league. And it made them climb a couple of places, and to Hearts' expense, they are now in 10th place. Obviously, Hearts are 11th. And, St Mirren, St Johnstone, St Mirren is this is going to be a very, very tight game, I think. But a great win for St Johnstone. Played really, really well at Tynecastle last week, and it'll be a good test for them. Obviously, St Mirren coming back from 3-1 down against Livingston to get a 3-3 draw. It was a very, very good draw to get out of Livingston, especially because obviously St Mirren have been struggling. They've been struggling to score goals as well, it has to be said. So I'm looking forward to the Battle of the Saints. So how do I see it go? Well, usually these are really, really tight games. I think it's going to be a very, very narrow. I think there'll be only 1 goal in it. We're going over for a 1-0 win to St Johnstone against St Mirren. So that is it. That is my Match Week 19 predictions now for the 2019-2020 Ladbrokes Premiership Season. And as we are halfway as well, I will be reacting to my predictions in a couple of days' time. I haven't decided what day it is, and we'll see how I am doing for that. And then obviously the Premier League as well. That'll be in Match Week 19 as well. I will do that as well. See how I'm doing. There's obviously a couple of places that I'm doing well with, but some predictions that I've got absolutely rubbish. So we'll see. But quickly go from predictions again. So tonight's game, Hibernian Rangers are going for a 2-1 win to Rangers. Celtic Aberdeen went for a 3-0 win to Celtic. Hamilton Hearts going for a 1-1 draw. Kilmarnock 0, Motherwell 2. Livingston 3, Ross County 1, and St Johnstone 1, St Mirren 0. J Hart, do you watch other leagues, i.e. Bundesliga, La Liga or Serie A? To be honest with you, J Hart, I actually do watch a little bit of the Bundesliga. It's a very interesting league this year, actually. I did watch the Dortmund Red Bull Leipzig game. Dortmund 3-0 up, and then that was 3-3. What a fantastic game that was. So it'd be very, very good to see that, if I still need to get to Dortmund. Fucking love Dortmund. Yeah, I think it's one of those grounds you would want to go to as a fan for sure. That yellow wall, of course, is the yellow wall, as they say. Dortmund's a very, very good place, and obviously there will be more talk of Sancho as well. I mean, I would love it if Dortmund won it this season. I would really, really love to see someone other than Munich win it. Leipzig as well. Leipzig are doing well. Mönchengladbach were very, very good as well. So my sister lives there, my second team. Okay, Carl. That's very, very good to see. I'm going to a Bayern game for my birthday in November, says Scotty. Ooh, interesting. Do you know what game, Scotty? Do you know what game? Yes, I live near Leipzig, so I wasn't allowed to cheer for Dortmund's Sancho goal. Well, obviously, we all know about Sancho being linked with Manchester United, and obviously Liverpool as well, Chelsea, So you live near Leipzig. That's interesting. So, do you think Leipzig can keep Werner? Be interesting to see if they could keep Werner, I think. And obviously Yusuf Poulsen is another one that they'll try and see. Waiting for them to come out for next season, says Scotty. Okay. But I'm crossing all my fingers to hope that Bayern won't win the league. Mine too, J Hart. Mine too. I am fed up with Bayern Munich winning every single year the Bundesliga. I really want to see one of Dortmund or Leipzig win it. Or even Borussia Mönchengladbach. I know they were top for a wee bit. So that would be nice. But we all know what happens when Bayern Munich come out of this winter break. They always seem to come back and win it. No one wants Werner. It was obvious they realised how rubbish he is when Bayern rather kept Lewandowski than buy him. Are you not fed up with Celtic winning the SPFL? Oh, of course, Scotty. Of course. Yeah, of course. You have to be. It's completely been dominated, and this is probably, I would say, this is probably Rangers' best chance to win it this season, because Rangers and Celtic are two good teams this season, and they're head above shoulders of the other teams for sure in this league. So that will be interesting to see. But for me, I think I did go for Celtic to win it again, but yeah, I am getting a little bit fed up. You do want competition, and even Celtic are winning all the cups as well. I mean, so, like 2016, obviously Hibernian won the the Scottish Cup in that year, and just ever since then, it's been Celtic's winning game after game after game, and then obviously trophy after trophy. If Rangers win tonight, it puts the pressure on them versus Aberdeen. Yes, absolutely, but we all know about Celtic's record against Aberdeen, and Aberdeen seem to just implode every time they play Celtic, whether it's at home, whether it's away. It's one of those things. It is one of those things. But I will say that Celtic will win very comfortably against Aberdeen. But yeah, like I said, I would love to see one of Dortmund or Leipzig to definitely win the Bundesliga. It would be very, very nice if Dortmund did it. But I wouldn't be against Leipzig winning it either. So we shall see what happens. But anyway, pity Motherwell got to 2 finals in the Cup and couldn't win. I hope they do, so Motherwell finish 3rd. Yes, I could see that for sure. I've booked the last home ticket for Leipzig. It'll be against Dortmund. Ooh, wow, that'll be a great game. If it's anything like the game last week, the 3-3, then you're in for an absolute treat, J Hart. You're in for an absolute treat. And I'm very, very surprised to see Peter Galacci doing well. I remember him at Liverpool, and he wasn't doing very, very well. So good to see him doing well at Leipzig. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, like you say, Scotty, Motherwell did get to 2 finals, and unfortunately they didn't win in either of them. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. Obviously, with the Scottish Cup starting in January, can anyone beat Celtic? I really hope so. I really, really hope so. Enjoy, J Hart. Yeah, Scotty. Thanks. I hope so. Yeah. You would want that to definitely be one of those big games, for sure. Now, coming on I'll say that. Better do that segment again. Coming up on the channel tomorrow, I will be giving my live reaction to Liverpool against Flamenco. Fingers crossed Liverpool can win the Club World Cup. So we'll see what happens with that one. Jamie Murphy rumoured to come to Motherwell in January, says Scotty. I've heard that. I've heard loads of rumours about Rangers players as well. I've heard Lyndon Dykes might be going to Cardiff or one of the Welsh sides in the Championship, I do believe, from Livingston. So if we were to lose him, that would be a big blow for that one. But we'll see. If they win that and have that gay gold badge on the shirt, I'm going to get really upset, says Carl. Liverpool on the way for an undefeated season and a treble. The horror, says J Hart. Well, undefeated, I don't know. I think the Leicester City game is a big one. If we were to win that game, then I can see us winning the title for sure. And I'm really annoyed because obviously the Liverpool Flamenco game is on at the same time as Man City Leicester City, and that is going to be a cracking game. One game that both of those sides cannot afford to draw. One of them has to win. Because if they don't, then we'll see. Leicester Liverpool Boxing Day big game, says Scotty. I hate Iverpool. Well, obviously, we are big rivals, Carl. Please go and subscribe to that United family. Honestly, great channel. Obviously, I've had Carl on my channel as well, doing a Man United Liverpool preview. Probably will have you back on for the game on the 19th of January at Anfield, so that'll be very interesting. So we'll see. Yes. But yeah, please go subscribe to that United family. Also subscribe to Jay Hart on Twitter and YouTube. I dropped him a sub actually talking about that. I'm pretty sure Carl would be very happy for you to subscribe, because they are on the way to 4K subscribers as well, so I'm pretty sure you'll be doing. But yeah, please go subscribe to Jay Hart on YouTube, and also on Twitter as well. He'd be very good. 3K, right? Okay, Carl. Sorry. Getting a bit ahead of myself, but the way you guys are going, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get to 4K in no time at all. So we shall see. Legend. Oh, no problem. Absolutely fantastic. I just want to say, because obviously I feel like I'm a broken record here, but just thank you all so much for your support. I mean, to have 163 subscribers so far is absolutely phenomenal, considering I only started this in July, and obviously I started Premier League predictions in August, and then obviously the Premiership, the Ladbrokes Premiership predictions as well. I'm just absolutely over the moon with how I'm doing so far, and I set out to basically do this I wouldn't say as a hobby, just as for fun basically. And I like doing these. And it's good to see people watching my videos as well. So it's really good. And obviously I've learned how to do this live as well. So it's going really well. You've done ace, mate. Well done, Sir Carl. Thank you very much. Thank you, and also thank you also for your series Toxic Twitter, because that's one of the best series on YouTube in my opinion. Fantastic series, and obviously you'll have probably seen the tweets earlier. Everton fans going in on Vichai. Deary me. How do you get your videos higher in watching? Hard to say. I think you have to sort of involve loads of things in your audience, and I think you just have to get all your tagline better as well. But it does take time. Next week, mate. Got a few for next week. Cool, Carl. Cool. That'd be excellent. Oh yeah, we all know about that Twitter troll that got into me, didn't they? so yeah. But to answer your question, Scotty, obviously we all know about Minamino signing for Liverpool. My transfer rumour will Minamino sign from Salzburg to Liverpool in January has now reached 1,200 views on Twitter, on YouTube. So it takes time. It takes time, buddy. It takes time. And as Carl said, the channel will grow in time. So take your time. Take your time over that. And as you can see, it is getting rather dark. I've never even heard of that player, says J Hart. Oh, Minamino. It's funny because before we played Salzburg, I didn't really know about him, to be honest. But obviously Klopp saw something in him at Anfield, and got him for a very small cut price, 7.25 million. So very good. Everyone's focused on Haaland. Do you know what? I've seen rumours today linking him with Manchester United, Leipzig, and Dortmund as well. So, be interesting. I've got a Liverpool channel up and coming, says Scotty. Okay, well that's pretty good. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, keep up the good work, Scotty, because it does take time. And like I've said, I am trying to grow my channel as well. So, but anyway, I've rambled on far enough. So Matchweek 19 is done and dusted. We will see what happens tonight. Obviously, Hibs Rangers on BT Sport tonight as well. So I'll look forward to that game as well. So obviously, coming up tomorrow, I will do my live reaction of Liverpool Flamengo. Hopefully they win. I hope I've pronounced that right. Flamengo. I don't know how you pronounce it, but obviously they are Brazilian. So be a very, very good game for that one. And maybe you'll get a bonus video before Christmas. I may do a Liverpool Decade 11, the best Liverpool 11 of the decade. I would probably do that, and I may do a Premier League 11 of the decade as well, which will take forever, but I'll promise you to do that as well. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will be back later on. Obviously, if people have missed this live stream, then obviously, like I've said before, if you do like my content, then please hit the subscribe button. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And smash a like, leave a comment. That'd be absolutely fantastic as well. And we will also see how the games will go for sure. And also hit that notifications bell for every upload to come on to this. See you later, mate. See you later, Scotty. SPFL Decade of the Year. I can do that as well. Yes, can definitely do that. Have a nice weekend, everyone. J Hart. Yes, J Hart. Have a nice weekend to you as well. Have a nice weekend, everyone. And I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 7:15, because that'll be when the game is finished. Unless it goes to extra time, then it'll be a little bit later. But I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.